Have you ever felt so completely lost? It's almost like no matter what you do, you just can't seem to find direction. It feels like you're almost like floating, like just floating through life without clarity, without that feeling of purpose to ground you. And everything just feels really heavy. I can tell you that you are not alone because feeling lost is a normal psychological response to when your brain is overwhelmed, disconnected, or caught up in survival mode. But what if I told you this feeling is actually trying to tell you something? And I look forward to exploring that during this episode with you today. For those of you who are new, warm welcome. My name is Evette Rose, and remember to subscribe to my channel and join us every Wednesday for free masterclasses at matmasterclass.com. So let's pick up where we left off. Why do we feel lost? You see, your brain is wired to seek certainty. Because your brain hates uncertainty. It actually sees the unknown as a threat. And that's when the prefrontal cortex part of the brain, it kicks in, which is responsible for decision making and also for planning, thrives. This part of the brain thrives on clarity and structure. It needs it. So when life feels very unpredictable, whether it is in your career, relationship, or personal growth, it doesn't matter. The brain's going to panic. And this activates the amygdala. That's our fear center, our panic button. And this can make you feel really stuck, very anxious, and also incapable of making decisions. Now, why does this even matter? Because you see, when you feel lost, your brain isn't actually telling you something is wrong. It is simply just missing clear direction. And it begs the question, what area of your life feels uncertain right now? Is it your career? Are you maybe unsure what your next step should be? Is it maybe your relationships? Do you feel maybe disconnected or misunderstood? Is it maybe even with yourself? Are you questioning your identity, your purpose, or maybe just your real true desires in life? What your body is trying to tell you is that your nervous system might actually be stuck in a freeze mode. So when you're under chronic stress, your body actually enters that fight, flight, or freeze mode. And when you've been through stress, trauma, or maybe major life transitions, your nervous system might actually shut down instead of reacting. This is called the dorsal vagal shutdown. It's a protective mechanism that actually makes you feel numb, disconnected, and also incredibly lost. Now, here are some signs that you're stuck in that freeze mode. The first one, and one that I can definitely relate to a few years ago in my life, was feeling incredibly exhausted, right? Even though you haven't really done much. It's like, why am I even tired, but I'm exhausted, right? You procrastinate on things that could actually help you move forward. You might feel emotionally detached from life and also the people around you. You might struggle with motivation, focus, or even excitement for the future, like there's things to really truly look forward to. But when you think about it, it's just, like you just feel that blast state, like you just feel really down. So it also kind of begs the question, have you considered asking yourself, am I truly lost or am I just overwhelmed and frozen? Now, how do we stop feeling lost? Number one, change your internal dialogue. Feeling lost isn't just about not knowing what to do. It's actually often about being afraid to go after what you really truly want. And your inner dialogue can either keep you trapped in that self-doubt or it can actually guide you out of it. So instead of saying, why am I lost? Ask, what excites me, even just a little bit? So here's an action step that you can take. Write, for example, down 3 things that spark your curiosity. Not what you should do, but what you want to explore. As an example, instead, for example, forcing yourself to figure out your life, start with small joys. Learning a new skill, exploring a hobby, or trying something new. Break the pattern of feeling and believing this that you're lost, right? That becomes almost like a belief, like a thought pattern. And the best way to break it is to think of something new and followed by action. Step 2 is get back into your body. Because when you feel lost, you're often stuck in your head. You're overthinking things. You're thinking way too much, right? You're analyzing, you're doubting, but your body holds wisdom that your mind ignores. Because studies show, and you know that physical movement, it helps to actually rewire the brain out of stress mode. And it also enhances cognitive clarity. Why? Because movement stimulates dopamine and serotonin. And these chemicals are actually responsible for motivation and emotional balance. And if this is also a topic that intrigues you, then go grab your copy, Decoding Trauma, which is a book that I wrote about trauma and decoding it, but looking at it from quite a different and interesting perspective. And Contentment Code. I love this book. It's all about finding your happiness again. And you can find all of that at evettebooks.com. Now, the last final step to help you start to break these patterns is to find purpose through small actions. People always think that it has to be these gigantic big steps, right? It's not a big movement, but it's actually a series of small steps. Now, in psychology, research shows that the brain releases dopamine, right? Remember that motivation chemical when you take action, not when you wait for clarity. And the key here is do something, anything, rather than waiting to figure it out. So here's an action step for you. Pick one small action that you can do today, and it doesn't have to be perfect, just forward movement. For example, if you're stuck in your career, update your resume or take a short online course. Can maybe give you a new skill that can greatly boost your resume and make you a bit more unique than your other peers. Another example is if you, for example, feel disconnected from yourself, try journaling for just 5 minutes. Every action that you take is actually a signal to your brain that you're moving towards clarity. So you see, you're not truly lost. You're just in transition. And transitions are where new versions of you are going to be born. So I hope that this episode was helpful. Remember to subscribe, drop your comments there in the comments. Let us know which part of the video really resonated with you. Which part do you look most forward to the most? Which part do you think maybe you're going to procrastinate so we can give you a little bit of a motivating boost? And I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Thank you for being here with me today. I love you guys. Take care. Bye. And remember, if you want to learn more about stored emotions in the body and how they can even be hiding behind ailments, tension, pain, negative thoughts, beliefs, any challenges that you're having in your body, there's going to be stored messages. So remember to go grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy. It's a big book of 722 medical ailments and then the emotions that are suppressed behind them as well. You'll be also finding powerful questions in this book that can really truly help you to get started on your healing journey. And you can find your copy at evettebooks.com.